Before that, I get to ask one question. So I'm going to make the most of it and start with the new entrants. Parul, आपने लिखा कि अरे देखते ही देखते आपका debut हो रहा है with the one and only Manoj Bajpayee. How excited are you?
I'm really excited. I mean, I've been around for 12 years now. Everyone thinks कि हिंदी फिल्म तो करी ही होगी. But ये मेरी पहली फिल्म है, and that too with the greatest cast ever. And it is a legacy that has been carried forward from Silence One with the greatest Aban ma'am. It was a pleasure working with her, and then having a female DOP also. So I was like, wow, it was like meant to be. Sorry?
What do you mean, Katie? Please elaborate. Please elaborate, Katie.
But I think we must also cheer for Pooja, who's the DOP, who joined them for the picture. Amazing. Dinkar, how was your experience? आप भी new entrant हैं. Did you get bullied the first day on set?
No, I didn't.
सोच के जवाब.
Silence. No, it was great fun, and everyone was extremely supportive, and I'm just very, very happy and grateful that I got this part, and ma'am thought, and the producers thought, and everyone thought that I could, do this very, very important and interesting character, and I'm very happy to be here.
Manoj ji, coming to you. Every time I interview you, मैं शुरुआती इससे करती हूँ कि आप कैसे कर लेते हैं, sir? How do you become everyone's favorite with every character? But you saw him, you observed him.
No, I just, I'll take your permission just to say a huge thanks to Zee Studio, Sharik Patel, Siva, and the entire team who is present here. It's been a long journey with them, and also Z5, Manish Kalra, and their entire PR team here. They've always taken great care of me. And yes, we fight a lot. I fight a lot with their team in finding the right way of promoting the film, or finding the right groove. But I must tell you one thing: I don't do anything. I just try to be a sincere slave to my director. In this case, Aban Bharucha Deohans, who has been my friend for many years. Also because Kiran Deohans, who is sitting here quietly. And believe me, no matter how well things go, Kiran will always have some problem there. But the great cinematographer of this, the great cinematographer of this country, who's given me a chance to work with another fantastic cinematographer, Pooja Gupte, second time. This time, second time I'm collaborating with her. Finding such women force on the set, including Prachi there, and coming from the last one, season one, the edition one, Sahil Vaid and Vaquar Shaih. It was great collaborating. I mean, for me, it's going back to the same set of the people that you loved working with. I don't do anything extra. We just try to focus on the job and the demand of the job and the instruction which is coming from the director, in this case, Aban. But you know what was so fascinating for me? That in the last one, the girl Yagnik, what was her full name? Pooja. Garima Yagnik. She was superlative, and she was so young. She was so fascinating. She was so hardworking, and usually I don't get into the casting, but I was keeping my finger crossed that they will cast very well for Dinkar's role and Parul's role, and the confidence that these two have shown was quite mesmerizing. Parul is going to be quite a surprise in this film, and Dinkar is going to be so fascinating for the audience. He's coming from theatre, and Parul, the kind of confident lady that she is, I've only been watching her on Instagram, and she's been quite good. I mean, she has to tell me how to do that, But yes, it has been a fascinating journey. I have been only learning, keeping silence. That's it.
So आपने सब बोला, but you did not let out the secret, which is amazing.
Were you actually expecting that? हम रोज पूछते थे set पे, we still don't know the secret. फिर आप कैसे कर लेते हैं?
हाँ जी, क्या बोल रहे हैं?
Mike.
नहीं, यहीं पे है.
But now to Prachi and Vaquar, आपने ये second installment 2 बार काम किया है मनोज के साथ, और आप एक दूसरे को हाई फाइव दे रहे थे जब मैंने बोला कि कैसे कर लेते हैं, तो कुछ समझ में आया?
किसे समझ में आया? हमें तो बहुत पहले समझ में आ गया था.
साइलेंस 2 तक तो आया नहीं है. आगे साइलेंस में आ जाए तो.
But your characters have received so much love. How difficult is it to get back into that sur जिसे बोलते हैं ना, because आप उस character में एक बार फिर कैसे खुद को ढालते हैं?
सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको बताऊं कि जब भी आप दूसरा सीजन या दूसरा एडिशन कर रहे होते हैं, you have to revisit the first one. Because eventually what happens that there is a gap and you have moved on from there. You have grown as an actor, you have grown as a person. But there are few basic elements that you have done in the previous one. You should not leave that, because that is the crux of the character. Yes, the character, even the character is coming after such a long gap. So he is also going to be a person or the character with a growth. But there are basic things, basic qualities or the disadvantages of the character that you should always keep, not to leave it behind. When I was doing it, I watched the first one firsthand, tried to remind myself what I have done and what I should do now, because there is a certain part of Avinash Verma which is not heavily touched upon by the writer and director. Not even in the first one, not even in the second one. But that's the seed of his character. And the character's journey is taken from there. My anger, my loneliness, the character's loneliness is coming from there. So that I kept on reminding myself. Whenever I was sitting on the set, I kept on reminding myself about the backstory or the personal story of this man, where he's coming from. I kept on reminding myself. And now he's on the job. So mostly when you see him, he's on the job. There is a very 2% that Aban has given to Avinash Verma about his other side that audience get to see. But that is the seed of his making. Okay, so yes, that was the basic base of my character.
Always such a pleasure listening to you, Manoj ji. My question now to Prachi. आपका किरदार भी किस तरीके से, what was your process of getting into the skin of that character?
Honestly, to begin with, just the joy of coming back to this team was boundless. The minute I got the call at least, I was like, absolutely, when? And there are some things about the role, like Manoj sir said, which of course you have to revisit. But personally, I felt that there are so many things that beautifully come to you when you're in motion. So your body language from the first film, which is sort of muscle memory, it comes back to you on the second or the third or the fourth day. The camaraderie that we share, I think that bond is so great that the second time around, we were genuinely great friends on the set. And that just made our job easier. So every time we were within a scene, nobody had to worry about breaking the ice or getting to know another, none of that. I think we were kind of able to bring in that friendship on screen because all of us bonded really well off screen. And this time around, I think we knew Aban ma'am that well, where we kind of know where she's coming from. When we are executing scenes, we know her working style, all of that. I think that really added to it, because genuinely this time there was a lot more work. There are so many murders happening, and there's that much more work to do. I mean, we are all on our toes. So yeah, this time I think that friendship helped, but also yes.
It's not every day you get to hear so many murders happening.
Just a regular cop life, guys. Yeah.
I'd like to bring in Sahil Vaid at this point of time. Like she said, I'm sure the energy on set would be very different. एक bond बन चुका होता है. आप लोग, you know, you're back there with those characters. सबसे बड़ी learning क्या रही आपकी?
Learning रही है set पे. Manoj sir used to sit in the center like a sensei, and we used to sit around him, ask him life questions, ask him character questions. He would always have an answer.
Don't we all?
He always has this. He has intense eyes, and first of all, he looks at you, and then he's like, "ये question seriously पूछ रहा है या मजाक में पूछ रहा है?" And then he gauges it, and then he realizes कि नहीं यार, ये दिल से सवाल पूछ रहा है. And then he goes, "Sahil, ऐसे करो." And then it happens. Be it life, be it the film, be it anything. He has answers. He's our sensei.
So cool, so cool. Vaquar, आप बताइए, how was your experience, and how have you evolved as a person, as an actor, now with Silence 2?
See, as Prachi also said, it was not very difficult because हम लोग Silence 1 करके आए थे. So the characters are the same. And we've gelled so nicely in Silence 1, so there was no breaking ice again. We bonded as if जहाँ से छोड़ा था वहीं से शुरू किया. We know Aban ma'am's style of direction. Characters, we've already played that character. And for me personally, my biggest kick is standing in the same frame with Mr. Bajpayee. मतलब इससे बड़ा कुछ और हो ही नहीं सकता. आप एक complete institution के साथ एक ही frame में खड़े हो, इससे बड़ा मेरे लिए achievement कुछ नहीं है. And it just makes your job very easy when you're working with him. And scripts इतनी detailed है कि आपको बहुत ज़्यादा सोचना नहीं है. आप just be with your character that you played in Silence 1. Continue with that same honesty. And that's it. Gets very easy. और हम लोग तो आधा टाइम आओ में रहते हैं सर से हवाई सवाल पूछते रहते हैं कि कैसे कर लेते हो.
I also feel that. I didn't say it, but then sensei.
Yeah, totally got that. You know, I now like to get the director and producer in. Producer तो बिल्कुल चुप, कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहे. Like the only one here who's taking silence very seriously is you. And you know, उन्होंने कई बार जब वो लोग बात कर रहे थे about being on set and how when Manoj was saying कि आपने character में क्या क्या डाला, तो आप हंस रहे थे. ठीक है, ये डायरेक्टर का दुख है कि इतनी मेहनत करनी पड़ी, या कि ऐसी कास्ट ले आओ कि मेहनत फिर करने की जरूरत ही नहीं होती.
No, they were all fantastic. In fact, I would say that Manoj would put on his mustache, he would wear his jacket, and he was ACP Avinash Verma. And then he was the badass cop. He was the one, you know, who will not tolerate nonsense. He will look at you with that intense eyes, and all of them would react like little mice the minute he looks like that. So... So yeah, but we had so much fun on the set, and like they were mentioning, there was so much camaraderie. The actors knew their characters, so that made my part so much easier for the second installment. So character-wise, that was the thing. This was, of course, a more, I would say, more difficult film because it had more layers. Other characters as well were more complex. So for him, I think it was the whole thing was like an onion, where ACP Avinash Verma had to peel off every layer till he reached the crux.
Lovely. We can't wait to watch the film, but I think everyone's itching to ask you questions, so I'm going to open it up to everyone here. Do we have a mic
I just want to say thanks to Kiran Deohans for really treating us with chicken lollipop every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'd like to work with you.
Chicken
Work for you.
lollipop. I know. I always try to find it on every set, but they fail to give it to me. But Kiran, thank you very much for chicken lollipops.
Most welcome, Manoj.
Thank you, Kiran sir. Thank you so much.
Super guys, are you ready with your
Now
question?
I have to say something
Yes, please,
that
finally.
I think filmmaking goes little more than chicken lollipop on the set. As Aban put it very simply, that the way the whole thing happened, but the more we went through the shooting, we realized that it is not a very simple film. It's a very intricate and interactive silence too now. And I don't know how she writes it, because it's damn difficult to write murder mystery. There are very few female, I think, writers and directors. And it's a very difficult genre, because the audience is interacting continuously with the film. So I think the chicken lollipop was just to ease the tension on the set.
We get it, sir. We
So
know you
he
did a
had
lot
to-
more than just
so you
that.
are-
Yes.
Kiran, you are not allowed to say nice things about Aban. Because you have said it all your life.
जो है वो बोल रहा हूँ भाई. But I must say that this is my fourth film with Manoj.
Yeah.
Starting from Ux to Hanan. Hanan you must have seen somewhere.
Yeah.
And these two. He is such a pleasure to work with on the set, as a DOP, as a producer. All of us, everybody from the cast and crew, first AD, second AD, everybody was like a friend to Manoj. Like the first AD, say Tanya and Dev and all this gang. They were like not afraid of speaking to Manoj. Normally when the star of his level is on the set, there's a hush hush, and before you suggest him something, you think twice. But here it was really no wall. Whether it's director talking to him or the third AD speaking to him. It was such a beautiful atmosphere, thanks to him only, because
Permeates from right there.
Yeah.
Right down. So he actually made people so comfortable. All the actors, the cast, crew, he would fool around with everybody. So there was never a moment where we felt, oh my God, Manoj has come on the set. We would only get stressed, when? Because when the call time would be like 8 o'clock and Manoj would arrive at 7.
Oh.
And we're like, what? He's already there? And then we're like, oh shit, go fast.
I have to add one thing. Like before Silence 1 was made, when the script was ready, and I think that was COVID time, we went and narrated to Ashima. And normally just a normal thriller is okay, but this is a little difficult script. So we were a little skeptical कि क्या होगा, Ashima को पसंद आएगी नहीं आएगी. But one narration, I think she was green lighting it, which was a little surprise, and we were happy about it, because these kind of projects don't get greenlit so easily. And Manoj had greenlit also. So I think the more people write this kind of stuff, you'll have a variety of cinema.
Exactly.
And there are actors like Manoj accepting it, because he's changing every time.
पता है क्या सबसे अच्छी बात क्या है कि जब भी हम विमेन डायरेक्टर्स की बात करते हैं, where we are breaking the stereotype here, whenever we are talking about the women directors, we are talking, सब कुछ सोचते हैं कि रिलेशनशिप पे कोई फिल्म आएगी,
एक particular genre में ही.
एक पर्टिकुलर जॉनर नहीं. ये मर्डर मिस्ट्री, अबान देवंस, I know her for so many years. ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ मर्डर मिस्ट्री वाली कहानियां ही पढ़ती हैं. किसने किसको मारा और कैसे मारा. So I was always very afraid for Kiran Devans, my friend. But thankfully he survived.
No, but also how beautifully she broke the stereotypes. So
Yeah.
thank you for making something like this. It really looks very thrilling. Guys, now it's over to you, my friends from the media. Do we have a mic there?
Hello, hi. My name's Aina from Instant Bollywood. My question's to Manish Kalra. My question is that, the financial year has just started, and it started with a property like Silence 2. How do you think the year is looking ahead for Z5?
Really, year is looking really exciting for us. We have a great lineup. Manoj is a part of many of them. We have I always call that Manoj is the superstar of OTT. So, yeah, she asked that Manoj is the face of Z. Yeah, I was like, yeah, he is the face of Z. So why not? So anyway, it's a great lineup with amazing actors, with some great plots. we have a mix of good originals, which are OCs and web series, as well as movies and theatrical. So you will kind of see a amazing, exciting lineup from Z5, and customers would be hopefully very interested and excited. Yeah.
Hi, I have a question for Manoj sir. Manoj sir, silence does not have to be that all dark and sinister word. You have been constantly maintaining in all your interviews that when things were not going right for you, you chose to go inward. You chose to maintain that silence and find that sense of spirituality through silence by going deep within you. When things also get ultra competitive, perhaps toxic, you also chose to do that. Can you please shed light on the same, the significance of silence? आपका राब्ता silence से कितना तगड़ा है? उस पर
मैं हिंदी में जवाब दूं इसको?
या बोथ.
अच्छा, दो तरीके के चुप्पी आपने एक बात की चुप्पी दो तीन तरीके की होती है. पहली ये होती है कि जब आप जीवन में आपके तूफान आ रहे होते हैं, तो मेरा हमेशा मानना है कि बेसमेंट में जाना बहुत अच्छा रहता है, कि तूफान घर को लेके चला जाएगा, बेसमेंट में अगर आप रहेंगे तो आपको नहीं छू पाएगा. बेसमेंट का मतलब वो ये होता है कि चुप होकर के अपनी यात्रा को सोचना और देखना कि आपने क्या सही किया और क्या गलत किया, क्योंकि तूफान के साथ में आप छाती खोल के खड़ा नहीं रह सकते हैं. ज़्यादा सही होता है कि आप अपने अंदर झांक के देखें कि आपने क्या सही किया, क्या गलत किया. और जहाँ तक बात है दूसरे साइलेंस की, तो दूसरा साइलेंस ये होता है कि जब चीज़ें आपके आसपास बहुत ज़्यादा उलझ गई हों, तो आप बात करके उसको सुलझा नहीं कर सकते हैं. सारे पर्सपेक्टिव से उस चीज़ को देखना होता है और साइलेंटली उसको एनालाइज करना होता है, और तभी जाकर के आप किसी मकाम पे किसी कंक्लूजन में पहुंच सकते हैं. तो वो साइलेंस ये साइलेंस है, दूसरा वाला.
हाय सेंटर, मयूर हियर फ्रॉम बियॉन्ड बॉलीवुड. मेरा सवाल मनोज जी से है. सर, मैंने आपके एक इंटरव्यू में आपने बड़ी खूबसूरत बात कही थी कि सिनेमा से अगर वाकई कुछ बदल सकता है तो वो है लोगों के हेयर स्टाइल. तो सर, अगर आप मेरी टाट देख पा रहे हो तो कुछ बता सकते हैं कि मुझे किसका हेयर स्टाइल फॉलो करना चाहिए?
नहीं, वो पारुल वो चीज़ बेचती है. पारुल वो बालों के वो सारी चीज़ें बेचती हैं जिससे कि आप किसी भी एक्टर का हेयर स्टाइल पा सकते हैं.
थैंक यू.
आजकल इंस्टाग्राम वो काम कर रहा है.
ये मैंने बालों पे लगाया, आपको चाहिए तो कांटेक्ट.
जी, शाइन हेयर. पारुल, अपना इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल बता दो. निश हेयर. तो आपने समझ लिया. ओके पारुल, तुम्हारा काम हो गया.
थैंक यू सर. अब मैं चली जाती हूँ. निश हेयर गाइस, और साइलेंस टू देख लेना.
नहीं, मतलब मैं बड़ी सी, मैं इसको मजाक में कभी नहीं बोलता हूँ. कहीं ना कहीं सिनेमा जो है, सिनेमा हमारे समय को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है. हमारे समय का मिरर हो सकता है, आईना हो सकता है. सिनेमा मूवमेंट क्रिएट नहीं कर सकता है, सिनेमा मूवमेंट का पार्ट हो सकता है. इसीलिए मैंने हमेशा कहा कि सिनेमा अकेले कुछ नहीं बदलता है. सिनेमा एक आंदोलन का पार्ट हो सकता है, एक मूवमेंट का पार्ट हो सकता है. नहीं तो अगर आप देखें तो हर तरीके के लोगों ने, हर तरीके के शासक ने अपने अपने तरीके से सिनेमा या आर्ट फॉर्म को यूज़ किया है. तो आप क्या बोलेंगे उसको, क्योंकि वो सिनेमा या कोई भी आर्ट फॉर्म उसका हिस्सा हो सकता है, कभी भी वो दिशा नहीं दिखा सकता है. वो मेरे समय को दिखा सकता है. जब अमिताभ बच्चन जी एंग्री मैन के तौर पे आए थे तो बेरोज़गारी थी, निराशावाद था, होपलेसनेस जिसको कहते हैं. उस समय आम आदमी को पता नहीं था कि अपने आप को वेंट आउट कैसे करे, कहाँ पे देखे. तो अमिताभ बच्चन जी में उन्होंने अपने आप को देखा, और वहाँ पर उनकी फिल्में देख करके उन्होंने वेंट आउट किया. उनको लगा कि ये मैं हूँ जो सामने खड़ा है, और वो दुनिया से, वो सिस्टम से लड़ रहा है. तो इसी तरीके से जब रोमांटिसिज्म का समय आता है तो शम्मी कपूर हुए, और हमारे आपके समय में सलमान, शाहरुख और आमिर हुए. तो हम लोग हम जो सिनेमा देखते हैं वो हमारे दौर का आईना होता है, वो खुद में कोई आंदोलन और या मूवमेंट नहीं होता है।
हेलो, मैं दैनिक जागरण से दीपेश पांडे। सर, मेरा सवाल मनोज सर आपसे और प्राची आपसे रहेगा, चूँकि आप दोनों फिल्म में पुलिस ऑफिसर का कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रहे हैं, तो मैं आपसे वो पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट से जुड़ा कोई ऐसा यादगार एक्सपीरियंस जानना चाहूँगा जो पुलिस नाम सुनते ही सबसे पहले आप लोगों के।
क्विज मत करना, पजल मत करना, फेल हो जाएंगे सब के सब। यहाँ पे सब चिकन लॉलीपॉप खाने में व्यस्त थे। जी सॉरी।
तो मैं पूछ रहा था कि आप लोग का कुछ ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस जो पुलिस नाम सुनते ही, पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट नाम सुनते ही सबसे पहले वो इंसिडेंट याद आता हो आप दोनों से।
मुझे सबसे पहले नाम याद, मतलब कोई इंसिडेंट याद आता मेरे जीवन में। मैं गांव का हूँ, तो हमारे गांव में दरोगा साहब जो थे वो सबसे बड़े आदमी हुआ करते थे। तो दरोगा साहब की अगर गाड़ी हमारे गांव घर पे लगती थी, वो चाहे भले ही चाय पीने आ रहे हों, लेकिन सबसे पहले हमारी फट जाती थी कि पता नहीं दरोगा साहब और उनके लोग क्यों आ गए। पुलिस के नाम से सबके, क्योंकि कानून और लॉ इन्फोर्समेंट का सबसे बड़ा काम उनके ऊपर होता है, तो सबसे बड़ी जिम्मेदारी उनके ऊपर होती है। तो अगर पुलिस की गाड़ी कहीं से गुजरती है और लोगों के अंदर में या तो एक अश्योरेंस होता है कि वो सुरक्षित हैं, या जो अगर आप कुछ भी ऐसा गलत काम कर रहे हैं तो आपको डर लगे कि आपके ऊपर खतरा है, तो ये एक बड़ी अच्छी बात है। हमारे अभी जब मैं गांव जाता हूं तो अपने लोकल हमारे जितने भी दरोगा साहब लोग हैं, वो सब थाने के लोग सब मिलते हैं, एंड आई रियलाइज़ कि इन लोगों का काम कितना भारी है। लॉ इन्फोर्समेंट किसी भी इलाके में, जैसे मैं ओशिवारा के इलाके में हूँ, तो ओशिवारा के कभी पुलिस स्टेशन में ऐसे ही चाय पीने जाता हूँ और वहाँ पर पता चलता है कि किस किस तरीके के क्राइम हो रहे हैं और कैसे कैसे वो लोग डील कर रहे हैं। तब पता चलता है कि इनकी ज़िंदगी कितनी कठिन है, कि अपनी ज़िंदगी, अपने पूरे पर्सनल जीवन को, जो इनका जो व्यक्तिगत जीवन है उसको छोड़ के, उसको त्याग करके कंप्लीटली एक केस पे, पुलिस स्टेशन पे उनको लगे रहना पड़ता है। कभी कभी तो ऐसा होता है कि जैसे ही वो स्टेशन से अपने घर की तरफ गए, बीच से ही उनको बुला लिया जाता है। तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि उनका पर्सनल लाइफ कितना कितना अफेक्टेड होता है। तो फॉर मी, देखिए, जो पुलिस लाइन के लोग हैं, पुलिस वाले जितने भी हैं, उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा सिंपैथी है। अगर आप मुझे इंसिडेंट्स बोलेंगे कि ये तो यहाँ पे पुलिस वाले ऐसे हुए, वहाँ पे पुलिस वालों ने ये कुछ गलत किया, तो यार वो एक्सेप्शन डजंट मेक द रूल फॉर मी। व्हाट आई नो, जो शूल करते हुए जो मैंने रिसर्च किया था, कि जो पुलिस वालों की ज़िंदगी है वो एक कमाल है कि पब्लिक में उनके लिए अनग्रेटफुलनेस है, लेकिन उनको दिन रात अपने परिवार के सुख को त्याग करके, अपना सुख को त्याग करके 24 घंटे वो आपके लॉ एनफोर्समेंट डिपार्टमेंट को संभालना पड़ता है। सो दिस इज़ हेल ऑफ अ जॉब, जो हम सोचते नहीं हैं। देयर आर फ्यू इंस्टेंसेस आप जहाँ पे कह सकते हैं कि पुलिस यहाँ पे पुलिस ने गलत किया, लेकिन देयर आर other 90% instances where you will see what, because of the police department, that we have always been feeling safe. Yeah.
On that note, do we have any other questions? Because I'm afraid we've completely run out of time. Anyone? We have time for just one more.
सर, यहाँ पर तो मैं स्टूडियो के बाहर था, I wasn't allowed on the set.
चिकन लॉलीपॉप बनवा रहे हैं।
मैं मनोज सर की सेवा कर रहा था पूरी यूनिट की, और मैडम अंदर डीओपी हमारी पूजा गुप्ते और जो भी है इन दोनों का है, आबान मैडम का और इनका, मेरा मतलब टोटली प्रोडक्शन फोकस था और कुछ नहीं। So thank you for saying that, but it was this.
But since we are wrapping up, Stuti, it will be very, it will not be wise without taking the name of the crew who is sitting here. All the assistant directors and our production people, Karan and Tanya and Dev and everyone who is sitting there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Over here. I have one question over here.
Yeah. जी, अरे अच्छा लगा आपको? चलिए एक दुकान और खुल गई मेरी। नहीं सर, मैं तो चाह रहा हूँ कि लोग बुलाएं। मैं पैसे किसको पूरे लगते हैं सर? नहीं, लेकिन बहुत मज़ा आया। मैंने पहली बार किया और मुझे सबसे अच्छी बात ये लगी कि एक एंकर के ऊपर होता है कि वो अपने जो गेस्ट आते हैं, जो स्टेज पे आते हैं, उसके ऊपर होता है कि वो सवाल किस तरीके से करे और कैसे करे ताकि वो जो गेस्ट स्टेज पे आ रहे हैं वो पूरी तरीके से कंफर्टेबल हों और पूरा माहौल जो है न सिर्फ मज़े का हो, एक एंटरटेनमेंट भी हो, लेकिन हमको प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में, उस कंटेंट के बारे में दर्शकों को पूरी तरीके से पता भी चल जाए। तो एक नई चीज़ सीखी मैंने और शायद करते करते और भी अच्छा करूँगा मैं, बट आई एंजॉयड इट क्वाइट अ लॉट।
थैंक यू सर। आई एम सो सॉरी टू कट यू, बट ACP Avinash है ना, बिल्कुल completely run out of time.
Yeah. I have a question over here. So
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Just one question. Let's take this.
Hello sir, and hello to the entire team as well. And I think सबसे पहले I think everybody should give a huge shout out to Z5. I think we're attending an event from there and after a long time, and we have missed that as well. So सबसे पहले Silence 2 के लिए a huge congratulations to the entire team. Manoj sir as well. Lots of love always. My question right now is to Prachi would be कि right from your very first show, right? People have given you a different level of love, affection, जो कि रहा है आपके साथ, and बीच में people have missed you as well, and जो उसको कहते हैं हम लोग like silence in मतलब that visibility that perhaps a lot of people missed as well. And when visibility is missing, even if there's a lot of quality in the person, people raise questions, right? मुझे बताओ कोई एक ऐसा instance तुम्हारे professional जिंदगी में where all this silence and all these critics जिन्होंने शायद आपको क्रिटिसाइज किया था फॉर वट एवर रीजन्स विच वर नॉट रेलेवेंट टू योर वर्क, आपने उनको कैसे साइलेंस किया, ऐसा कोई एक किस्सा बताइए प्लीज।
मुझे किसने कब क्रिटिसाइज किया? मैं just kidding. But thank you. I'm going to say, I guess वो जितने भी बार आपने मुझे मिस किया, thank you for saying that. But मुझे लग रहा है कि whenever Z calls ना, I'm there. So whether it was my first show, which was on Z, and then of course, we had Silence 1, then we had Forensic, now we have Silence 2. But what can I say? I think, I'm the kind of person who embraces silence, and मैं अपने silence के साथ बहुत comfortable हो चुकी हूँ. So like Manoj sir said, there are kinds of silences that you experience in life. The main one, the most important one as an actor, which I learned over the years, वक्त लगा, but it is silencing the voice and the noise of everybody else. Once you start doing what you want to do and what is true to you, I guess that's when you have more fun with it. And since then, you've been seeing a lot more of me on screen. So I guess somewhere I'm getting that right. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To Team Silence 2, thank you. Thank you for the fabulous trailer, and we can't wait to watch the film. And to all of you, thank you for taking out the time to be here.